Greetings. Welcome to Limitless Alchemy 808. I'm Patience. I took quite a bit of time staging this, and this is no grand production, but it's been, universe has been nudging to me to make a video about body dysmorphia and eating disorders and essentially self-esteem. And I had so much that I've been wanting to say, and I watched a video by a channel on YouTube called Special Books by Special Kids, and there was a man that had just turned 21, and he became a severe burn victim at the age of 2.5. And the burns affected him like someone that I'd never seen before. And I've seen acid burn victims, and it was very akin to that, but I believe that he was in a fire. He's been on the channel, this is his 3rd time, and they didn't go too much into detail what had happened, and I hadn't, I'll search out his first video, but it just brings to mind how we're transcending in a way where so many of us are connecting in the 5D and seeing each other's energy rather than seeing the body. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, also is fetish. But we're moving away from this illusion, I don't like to refer to it as the Matrix too much. We can call it reality. Bashar says it is reality, even though it is illusory. So, in this reality, we base so much of our worth on our external appearance so that we can acquire validation from others. Well then, oh my god, I can cut my bangs. Well then, as someone who does mirror work, if you can't face your own reflection, how can you expect to face others? Even looking at myself on this phone camera, I'm annoyed that the light is reflecting in my glasses because I feel I look better with glasses on than I do without them. And suffice to say, I have a glasses fetish, but I don't know, what do you think? I feel like I look completely different. And in a lot of ways, my face shape shifts all the time. I'll take photos of myself when I take myself on dates and things, and I want to create memories to share with others through photographs, and I don't use filters. I used to be someone who did, but I like to use Snapchat only for like if you want cat ears or something, and you know, just make a cute picture with someone or whatever. But like, I love to go take purikura, which is Japanese photo booth, and those pictures, yeah, heavily filtered. But anyway, I'll just take photos of myself, and I feel like I look like a completely different person in a lot of them, and even to just looking in the mirror in different angles. So that just confirms the illusion even more, because how certain mirrors are created, the angles, the lighting, the this, the that, all these little intricacies that will make up the bigger picture for you to look at, all the variables. And you know, that's why a lot of us struggle with imposter syndrome, because we're not validating ourselves. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to limit anybody, especially myself, but you know, there's many moments in where we are not validating ourselves, and we can be, and we do eventually, you know, each in their own time. But seeing him, and well, he struggled with depression and has overcome it, and I'm very, very, very happy for him as someone who's also overcome depression. It's also suicidal ideation and anxiety. You know, whenever I have anxiety in these current moments, I definitely feel it's from someone else. As a double empath, you know, you just have to practice active boundaries. So, but from time to time, it can creep in. I mean, we are human, and that is, you know, the point. And I hope you can see this Kumbhava Jasper. My coworker said that it called out to her and was looking at her, and I said, yeah, that's why I wore it. I'm so glad. So, moving on, but yeah, that's also part of the whole staging thing, was I wanted, you know, this to be showing while I was talking the whole time, and then the glasses thing, and you know, as someone who is not conventionally thin, by current standards, you know, and it's been this way for me since I was 11. I was about average sized kid until puberty hit, and boy did it hit. But yeah, I also realized that a lot of the body issues and self-esteem issues that I had were passed down to me by my birth person, who is also someone that is not conventionally thin. And her mother loves to body check. She's very, I mean, she's like ice cream cone, like an ice cream on a cone shape type person. And she ties, you know, people's worth around her based on their outward appearance. And, you know, that's how she was raised. I mean, but that's what I was saying before, that we're moving out of that. But, you know, past me had all these issues with my appearance, believing that I wasn't worthy of a lot of things, especially being seen. And also, I didn't want to be seen because at such a young age, having developed with, more advanced body shape, or not advanced, but more mature body shape, I didn't like the attention that I was getting, or I wasn't getting attention from the people that I wanted it from. Just a lot of self-worth tied into outward appearance and external validation, which many of us experience, majority of us experience. And it's not just weight, it's height, it's even skin color, like just things that we can control, we can manifest. We're led to believe that we can't control these things, but if that's what you truly want, if creating your reality, correct? So you can change the way you look. I mean, I am focusing more on health. I intend to be here another 100 years. And, just, they say not to talk about your manifestations until they come to fruition. But I feel like certain things we should share with others because they are going through the same thing, and the connection made will not only fortify yourself but fortify them. So it's definitely something that I'm retraining subconscious, that I am my best version of self now, and as I take my inspired actions in each moment, I am the best version of myself. And I didn't start this video with my affirmations, but I like to say them with you now. I am magical. I am mystical. I am magnetic. I am the main event. I am the total package. And I am always chosen. So are you, for you are a mirror of me, and I am a mirror of you. But once I recognized that I was carrying the burdens of others that they had placed on me, maybe, and Bashar also tells us that those that hurt us did so unconsciously, for if they were conscious, they wouldn't have hurt you or hurt us. And it's just, right? Because as a spiritually awakened person, as someone who is willing to recognize what this life is for what it is, I consciously go about my day working to not harm others. And while that was something I already did before coming to this juncture, I wasn't conscious that I was conscious. I mean, I still hurt others. I still said things. I still, wouldn't so much do stuff, but said stuff, dumb things. And I may say dumb things again, but more aware of how I interact with others, and I'm more intentional. But when Bashar said that, it really helped me to release a lot of baggage and a lot of burdens that aren't mine to carry, because I do love myself. I love everything about me. I know how beautiful I am. And if that sounds egotistical, so be it. My ego is integrating, and like I said, I don't harm others. In fact, I love helping others. That's how I serve, is to help. I'm always helping others and never expect anything in return except respect. That's all. That's all that I ask for, is respect and compassion, of course. I mean, we all want those things. And it's really helped me to change physically, even releasing all that baggage, letting go of all those limiting beliefs that were ingrained in me. And I feel that, and I was saying the other day, the energies lighter. My own experience, feel lighter. I used to have a big problem with my sciatic nerve, and I even fell at the parking lot at the day job last September, and I was okay for a couple weeks, and then my IT band on my left thigh was hurting a lot, and it was very difficult for me to walk. And I had always had sciatic issues since having my sons, or since having my children. And I was in the earlier parts of my complete awareness, complete conscious awakening, and I got quick so fast. Even with just the physical therapy, I would just go to the sessions just to, not be at the day job, and but also, they did help. I really appreciate my physical therapist. She's really awesome to work with. But I only did the couple weeks, and I was already better. And since then, I really haven't had any sciatic issue. From time to time, it'll feel a little sore, but nothing like it was before. I mean, thank you, universe, for all these changes and blessings and confirmations of the decisions that I've made. Actively working towards unconditional love for myself, validating my worth in every moment, has really empowered me and given me the confidence to keep going and do what I know I'm here to do. And that's help others. So it was something of, having ADHD, I think you're inherent to having an eating disorder. Many neurodivergents deal with eating disorder, But eating disorder exists for everybody, for everyone. Anyone that's susceptible to it or chooses to integrate it into their lives. It's also something in the spiritual communities that I've seen where, everyone's embracing veganism, and not everyone, but majority embrace veganism. And I mean, sure, but I love steak. I love you, cows. Thank you for your steak. I was talking with my coworker and talking about how I should start buying halal meat and also kosher meat, because in those moments, the animals are humanely treated and swiftly slaughtered with prayer. And I mean, that's the circle of life, right? Your food, or you're getting food. But that doesn't mean we can't have compassion and gratitude for the sustaining that we receive in that action, right? I may have gone on tangent with that, but in terms of eating disorder, I was doing intermittent fasting for a long time, and I dropped a lot. I dropped like 60 pounds of weight. I mean, it was a significant change in my life. And since then, I've actually been working to eat more, but being more conscious in what I eat. So more vegetables, more plant-based protein. But then also I just ate chili cheese fries for dinner today because my inner child asked for it and I said yes. Because I love my inner child and I nurture them. While I am not indulgent, this was something that felt right to do. And while I will be going to the gym in a little bit, I'm probably gonna head out in a bit, in a few more minutes, but that's more so for me with my strength building and using a red light therapy booth, because the red light therapy has so many benefits. It's a numerous amount of benefits using that technology, and I really appreciate the opportunity of being able to utilize it. And it's with the whole eating disorder, a lot of kids are still struggling with that. And I mean, I also, what I was talking about with spiritual communities and veganism and, this and that, and it makes me think about those of us who are in food deserts, who are in areas or of status where they may not have access to fresh food, actually. And I got a download that told me, tell yourself, what I'm eating now is the best for me. It has no negative effects on my weight or health, and in fact, nourishes me to my highest and gives me the most energy. because I feel that we're creating divides in the spiritual community, in classism in a sense, and it could be unconscious too, of these, you know, those of us who are advising these things, because I have seen other creators who are more conscious with their, you know, spiritual advice, and I just wanted to put that out there, that wherever you are, whatever access you have to food, it is the best for you, and it, you know, is your highest good. And you just keep taking your inspired actions to enter your preferred reality, where you have access to whatever you prefer to have access to. Don't feel like it's unattainable, or, you know, just out of reach because of your current reality. And so that also pertains to the Hermetic principle of as within, so without, as above, so below, as the universe, so the soul. And I told my son that, my eldest, and he said, "That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard." I was like, "You're missing the point." It's okay though. I explained it to him a little more, and he was like, he really stopped and thought about it, and, you know, I'm again, talking about my kids, and anyways, just imparting in experiences. So, yes, I make more conscious choices of what I eat, and it is a struggle to eat more, because I do forget, and I could set timers and things, alarms. I'm usually just gonna turn them off when I'm focused on something, and I get to food when I get to food. But I know with the reprogramming of my subconscious that I am getting towards the goals that I have set. I am accomplished in what I prefer. And I know that all of you watching this are too. I know that this video has found you because you're on the same frequency. You are vibrating at the same level that I am. And I'm so glad that you're here. You've done the work. You're doing the work. You're such a badass. Like, literally, everyone here loves us. Everyone here wants us to succeed. And we're doing it. Thank you for taking the time to hang out, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Stay soft, stay sweet, and stay pure. Love ya.